Hey everyone, welcome to the RDG Sports Channel with your boy RDG. We are in the building. Thank you for tuning in. I've been down in the dumps, man. I'm not even gonna lie. I've been down in the dumps. I was contemplating on making a video, but here I am now. I'm making a video, and I'm expressing myself, expressing my thoughts from what I thought happened on Sunday. I'm not happy at all. Down in the dumps still, but I'm going to make a video. Starting with Sunday, we had chances to capitalize and advance to the Super Bowl, but some things held us back. And that being the first and foremost, shout out to Philadelphia Eagles for being a better team, for coming in and handling us the way that they did. Man, you got to give credit to the Philadelphia Eagles because people was pretty much saying this and saying that about Jalen Hurts. He came in and had a big game. Saquon Barkley came in and showed you why he should be the MVP and one of the best running backs in NFL history. I sound humbled because Philadelphia definitely did humble us. People may say, well, it wasn't our time. We was playing with house money, but that's not how the team felt. The Washington Commanders didn't felt like they were playing with house money. They actually felt like they were a good enough team to compete and actually win the game. And us as fans, a lot of us believed that we were going to come out victorious. But those 4 turnovers, basically, I'm not even going to count the 4th one because he was trying to make a play, and Quinyon Mitchell made a great play on the ball. So shout out to Quinyon Mitchell for making a great play on the ball, and that when he was covering Terry McLaurin. The Eckler fumble, the Yami Brown fumble, and the I forgot the guy name, number 26, the running back. Man, I was on him all year. I'm having a brain fart right now. But anyway, those 3 fumbles, and Philadelphia forced them. They forced those fumbles. It wasn't like those guys just coughed it up. They punched all those balls out, and that was unfortunate, man, because all of them were critical at critical times. We were already short on talent versus this particular team. The Detroit team was depleted on defense, so we were able to capitalize on that, which we should have. If we didn't, I would have been questioning the talent that we had on this team. So that shows you that we're not too far away. I think we need a legitimate pass rusher. You at least got to have a legitimate pass rusher on one side at least. I think we need to get faster at the inside linebacker position. And I think we need to go to a 4-3 defense and play a little bit of nickel. I think we need to either sign a top-notch cornerback and draft a cornerback if within the 2nd round. I think we need more a backup offensive left guard, to back up Samuel Cosmi, legitimate backup. I think we also need to explore the right tackle position on the offensive line. I think we need to get bigger and stronger on our offensive line to compete with the likes of Jalen Carter, and those guys that Philadelphia had. Because right now we're competing with Philadelphia. They got the best roster in football. So right now we're competing with Philadelphia. We're not competing with the Dallases of the world, the Giantses of the world, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers of the world. We already beat those teams. Those teams are not a problem to us. But we have to get faster on defense, and we need another playmaker on offense. We need somebody that's dynamic and explosive. You know what I'm saying? Yami Brown, I thought that he would be a good number 2 because of what the promise that he have shown within the last 7 games. Some people may say he was inconsistent. You know what I'm saying? But when it counted, he shined, and he was trying to make a play. Granted, but you got to secure the ball. You got to know. You had to do your homework on the type of team that the Philadelphia Eagles are. You had to have done your homework. You had to know those guys are the number 1, top 3 team in the league, if not number 1, in forcing turnovers. So you had to have known that they was going to try to do that. Once you're a ball carrier, they're going to try to strip you every time. That's their MO. And if you didn't know that, that just shows the lack of awareness, the football IQ that you have. Because I'm pretty sure the coaches have went over this time and time again. They had to express to you guys the importance of football is life, is what Dan Quinn preaches. Football is life. And you guys didn't show that, and we're talking about all veteran players. All of you guys, veteran players, and you choked. I say you choked because you wasn't concentrating. You know what I'm saying? I think Cliff Kingsbury didn't call a great game at all. That's just my take on it. I think they say the offensive line was pushing. The defensive line was pushing our offensive line in the backfield. But I think you should have went on and made Chris Rodriguez active instead of inactive. I think a Chris Rodriguez would have suited this particular style of offense more well going up against the Philadelphia Eagles versus a Brian Robinson. Brian Robinson is not tailor-made to go up against the Philadelphia defense because you got to be able to cut back. Those guys know Brian Robinson is a north-south runner. So it's easy to game plan for that. But when you got a guy that's shifty and can cut back a little bit like Chris Rodriguez can, that keeps the defense honest. You know what I'm saying? They don't know which way that this guy going to maneuver. So they got to be on their heels. They got to be honest. You know what I'm saying? They got to be disciplined. And that would have helped Jaden Daniels out also. That would have helped him out. But moving forward, we definitely need another running back. We need a number two, a legitimate, top-notch number two wide receiver. Zach Ertz saying he doesn't want to retire. I don't want him to, but we definitely need to look at that position and see if we're going to move forward with Sennett. If so, we need to employ Sennett more in the offense. So when Zach Ertz finally walks away, we got somebody that can step right on that. This guy's proven that he can play. He just needs the opportunity. He hasn't had that many opportunities, and I get it because Zach Ertz been playing so well. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to mess up him and Jaden Daniels' chemistry that they have. But we definitely need to get more explosive in the backfield. We definitely have to get the type of quarterback Jaden Daniels is to get more out of him, out as far as rushing wise and the quarterback read option. The threat of having a dynamic running back there elevates the offense, you know what I'm saying, to a max, because you see the type of Philadelphia offense went to the next level once they got Saquon Barkley because of his shiftiness and his ability to stop on a dime and catch out of the backfield and run people over, you know what I'm saying, and make smart decisions back there. You need a running back that's capable of that when you have a quarterback like a Jalen Hurts or a Jaden Daniels, you know what I'm saying? To me, and I'm looking at this picture with Jalen Hurts and Jaden Daniels, I still think Jaden Daniels is the better quarterback. Although Hurts is two up on him as far as the win total, 2-1, one game up on him. I still think Jaden Daniels is the better quarterback. He just need more pieces around him. Now the Commanders, the Philadelphia, I tipped my hat out to them because they exposed us. All our weakest areas, they exposed it. You know what I'm saying? So we know we got to get better. We need a number two to take the pressure off of Terry McLaurin. If they want to keep putting that Quinyon Minch on Terry McLaurin, they need another wide receiver. And I would still keep De'Ami Brown for sure. I would re-sign De'Ami Brown to a 2-year contract, for about $10 million. Yeah, make him $5 million. That's the production that he has given me the last 4 years that he's been here. So that's the production that's the money that I'm going to pay for his production. 2 years, $10 million contract. It's fair enough. You know what I'm saying? Keep him. You want to have a De'Ami Brown on your team. Now that he's proven that if one of our wide receivers get hurt, you can plug him in. You know what I'm saying? But you got to have a number two that's explosive for sure. Like I said, need a right tackle. We need to work on that boy Coleman. Maybe his second year will be better than his rookie campaign. This is his rookie campaign. I'm not going to give up on him yet. He just need more coaching, get stronger. And we'll go from there. Give him, see what he does this second season right here. But you got to get better. in the guard spot. Cosme, we don't know when he's coming back. So now you got to draft the boy or sign a free agent, because we don't know when Cosme's coming back. That's a MCL tear. He's a bigger guy, so it's probably going to take longer for him to get back. You know what I'm saying? So in between time, we need somebody other than Scott. Nothing against Scott, but Scott ain't moving nobody, man. You know what I'm saying? He's a durable backup. I like the fact that he's a backup, and I want to keep him as a backup, but that's where he need to be. But yeah, we definitely need more talent to compete with the likes of Philadelphia. We definitely need it at the cornerback position because if we can't stop the run with our basic four and two linebackers that we have, then we gotta make sure that we get some lockdown corners, because the simple fact, we gotta load the box up. We better have guys that can cover. It's just that simple. You know what I'm saying? For the most part, we don't need that many pieces, but we need some pieces. We need about 10 more players on the team for me to feel like we have a complete roster. Upgrade on some of the players that you had. Just upgrade. You know what I'm saying? Get better at the linebacker spot. Keep Louvu. Wagner's a little bit up in age now, even though he had 100 and something tackles. But at the same time, Wagner can't cover. Wagner was he was taking bad angles when trying to stop the gun. All year, he was taking bad angles trying to stop the run. You know what I'm saying? He's gotten up in age, ladies and gentlemen. It's time, and I know everybody respect Bobby Wagner. He's a Hall of Fame and all that, but sometimes your time has come to an end. That's why teams gave up on him. He was a liability in the run game and passing game. He makes tackles, he makes plays, but he's still a liability out there. Wagner's not a full-time player anymore like he used to be. So it's time to move on for Bobby Wagner, man. Yeah, we definitely need to bulk up on the defensive line. We need bigger defensive tackles. Hey, man, Deron Payne and Jonathan Allen, man, they're just not it anymore. Some may say Deron Payne this, Deron Payne that. Deron Payne haven't had a good season since he signed that big deal that he got. Same with Jonathan Allen. Same thing. Neither one of them has had a good season since they both signed those contracts. We need to get some boys right there in the tackle position, man, to help out in the run. You know what I'm saying? We got a bunch of pass rushers on our team. Jazar Newton is a guy that's good against the pass. He's not very good against the run. So we need to, keep him in there. You know what I'm saying? But you definitely got to get some boys back there to plug in, man, on those rundowns and stuff like that, But on those passing downs, that's when you put the Jazar Newtons up in there and stuff like that. But yeah, man, we definitely got to get better, man. We definitely got to get better to compete with the likes of Philadelphia Eagles. Philadelphia laid it on us, man. Jalen Hurts came in there and had a good game, man, because part of the reason Lattimore is, I don't think he's 100%. I don't think Lattimore is 100%, man. And next year is going to be the final year for me with him. You know what I'm saying? I still say get some more cornerbacks. I'm not settling with Lattimore. I'm not. That's just not what I'm doing. We're going to have to get better at that position also, man. So, safety position, we're going to have to look at that. We're going to have to look at that position because Quan Martin take bad angles too. You know what I'm saying? These guys, instinctively, their awareness is not good, man. So we got to really look at those positions, safety position, and see what we're going to do with the cornerback. I like Sammersteel in the slot, because when he going up against these upper echelon wide receivers, I don't like that matchup. I like for us to get a legitimate lockdown corner. You know what I'm saying? Keep Sammersteel in the slot. Get rid of Igbiagami, whatever his name is. Get rid of him and move Sammersteel over there to that spot. I'm done with the Crowder experiment. Crowder, thanks for the game winner that you had, but I'm done with the Crowder experiment. The number 14, Zacchaeus. I'm done with that experiment. Keep McCaffrey. Keep Diami. McLaurin, of course. Noah Brown, I'm done with that experiment also. We need legitimate wide receivers, some burners up in here, some boys that got some height, some size with them. We need some burners. The boy from Cincinnati, number 5. You know what I'm saying? Mike can explore that and look into that situation. You know what I'm saying? T. Higgins. You know what I'm saying? You might want to look at that and explore that one. And draft some burners, man. We need some speed on that offense, man, to help out Jaden Daniels. You know, definitely got to get speed at the running back, speed at the wide receiver position. And we go from there, man, and get some big boys that can block up front, man. You know what I'm saying? It's time to upgrade and try to compete with this team, because if we could do that, man, and upgrade at key positions, I like our chances of getting and winning the NFC East, you know, and taking it from the Eagles, you know, and sweeping them, possibly sweeping them. We owe them. They beat the hell out of us. I want to go for a sweep this year. I seen the look on our players' faces, our coach faces, and the Eagles, the fan base. The Eagles is even talking. The Eagles players were talking trash, taunting us and stuff like that after they beat us. So yeah, redemption. I'm not gonna say split my ass. I want us to beat the dog hell out of them both games. You know what I'm saying? We owe these guys, and that'll be the ultimate payback, and I'll feel better. You know, they're gonna lose to the Chiefs in the Super Bowl. I'm not congratulating them at all. You know, they're going to lose to the Chiefs in the Super Bowl, because I already said it from the beginning of the year. If we don't make it to the Super Bowl, and I know the Chiefs will, and I'm rooting for the Chiefs, whoever they play, that's who I'm going for. I'm going for the Chiefs. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I already put Mahomes in the Super Bowl. I thought it was going to be Jaden Daniels versus Mahomes in the Super Bowl, but I was wrong. You know, like I said, I already gave Eagles their props, but that's where it ends. I'm not rooting for them. They're NFC East foe. And that's where it stops. You know, I wanted to root for the NFC East if we didn't get there. I wanted to root for Philly. I really did. But the manner that they beat us and the way they was talking smack, I'm not rooting for them. You know what I'm saying? I'm not. I refuse to. I'm going for Kansas City. Now, if they wasn't talking smack and they didn't rip us a new a-hole, then I would have been like, you know what? If they was going against the Bills, yeah, I would have root for them. You know, but since they're going against my man Mahomes, my second best quarterback besides Jaden Daniels, I gotta go for Mahomes, man. I'm sorry, I just gotta go for Mahomes. Mahomes is nothing but the truth, and that's where I stand at with that. But yeah, I was sad, y'all. But one day, this sadness, and I think it's gonna happen soon. One day, this sadness is gonna turn to excitement. You know, and I really believe that this team has the capabilities, as long as they upgrade and strengthen at the key position that where they're weak at. They got to make that a strength. You know what I'm saying? And I think they could do it this season. I think they could do it this season by upgrading. You know, we got a big load of cap space. You know what I'm saying? And we got developing players. But we need to draft more players, you know what I'm saying, and plug them in. We need to draft more players. We need to sign more free agents. And I think if we could do everything right, and I trust in Adam Peters, I think we can go, man. I think we can go to the show. I really do. We got winning up games. I think we can win the NFC East, because I think the East is going to be much tougher than everybody anticipated. It's going to be a tough division this year. It's already proven when you got these two teams right here. You know, Jaden Daniels, Washington Commanders and the Philadelphia Eagles. These two teams right here, it's two tough teams. You know, Giants is going to get better. Dallas, you know, they had Dak. Dak was lost for the year, so they had a bunch of injuries. They're going to be stronger again. They already proven that they can go toe-to-toe with us. You know what I'm saying? So we're not going to take them lightly. It's going to be tough, man, but we got to have to do it. Champions, you know, this is what champions are made of. So we'll see. Anyway, I just want to come on here and make a video and vent out some of my frustrations. We should have got the win, but we didn't. We lost to a better team. They were the better team. We couldn't afford to turn the ball over, which we did several times. So you're not going to beat a good team by turning the ball over. That's the rule of thumb. We got away with it the first game, maybe because Hurts wasn't there. Maybe who knows? Who knows what happened? But this time, Hurts was there. And he put a hurting on us. You know what I'm saying? Jalen Hurts put a hurting on us because we shut down Saquon Barkley in the second half of the game. He wasn't really a factor anymore. After that long run, I guess he said, I did my job. Now let me go ahead and let somebody else do it. But anyway, man, we left everything out on the field. You can't win them all. We're going to be better from it. We're going to learn from it. And I know Jaden Daniels, he said he won't never want to have this feeling again. So I remember when we lost one of those games and he was sitting on the bench mad. He was just, I think it was that was it the Philadelphia Eagles game that we lost? And he had that, it was a mean look. It was this look on his face that said a lot. And he never want to experience that ever again. And, you know, I believe that young man, he has the will to win. He had a hell of a rookie season, the greatest rookie season of all times. And I'm looking forward to this team, man, moving forward and getting better. And I'm going to call it right now. Going to the Super Bowl next year. We'll have our time. Anyway, this your boy, Albert Deezy Sports Channel. Peace.